Welcome back everyone. I'll go ahead and tell you a couple of different ways that you can do to kind of install the games on your Xbox One faster. Now a lot of this will always depend on your network speeds, so make sure you're pretty close to your router. If your router is super far, then it may take longer than if you were super close to it. Also, if you have like really bad internet, your speeds are probably going to be slow no matter what, even if you do some of the things I'm going to tell you. Now with those two things out of the way, a very important thing you can do is close any games or any apps or whatever, any movie apps or whatever, closing out all those different things in the background. And what this basically does is that it makes the game downloading a priority, which in some cases that I've read and I've heard that sometimes it is the priority, but when you have a lot of things going on in the background, that ends up taking up more bandwidth basically than if you just had the game running in the first place or just the game installing. So what I would recommend doing is, letting the game install, close out of everything, and probably don't play with your Xbox while it's going and installing it. But if you do play with it and everything, just make sure you have the least amount of apps in the background. That usually ends up, helping out a lot. And that is really the number one thing you can do besides going and increasing the internet or, getting a better internet plan. That is usually the number one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is, besides having a Wi-Fi connection, you can actually go and get an Ethernet wire and have it plugged in directly into your Xbox One. Now this will help out a lot because you'll be able to go and actually get the full signal instead of having to go and depend on a Wi-Fi and wireless signal. So usually connecting to the Ethernet is probably the better way to go when you want the most amount of internet and the most amount of speeds. So that's a pretty important thing to keep in mind as well. Another thing you can do is actually go and kind of disconnect a lot of your devices from Wi-Fi. So if you have a ton of different phones and things to connect it like I do to your Wi-Fi, what you can do is actually disconnect those. And that'll actually help alleviate some of that speed and kind of prioritize your Xbox One. That will actually help out a lot as well. And another thing you can do is actually only download one game at a time or one application at a time. What this does, like I stated before, it prioritizes that one specific download, that one specific app, that one specific game. This basically makes it so it's just, trying to download that one specific one versus trying to download a bunch of different things at the same time. So ultimately, these are just a couple ways that you can go and actually try to speed up your Xbox One download time so it doesn't take up, 3, 4, 5 hours. When I was getting GTA 5, that thing took hours and hours to install, and I already had the game in a physical disc, so I don't even know why I had to install it, but that really pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my main channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.